When Megan Thee Stallion said, "I'm that bitch, been that bitch, still that bitch, will forever be that bitch," this was a powerful affirmation of recognizing who I was, am, and will forever be. My name is Ebony Janice. I go by Ebony Janice, which means that you should call me Ebony Janice. And this is a PreachEb. And it's a PreachEb about bragging, because I need to talk more about bragging. So anyways, Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter said, "Can't argue with these lazy bitches, I just raise my price." This may seem aggressive, but it's really actually soft girl shit. Because what I'm not doing is going back and forth with anyone and leaving my home frequency. People that haven't put in the same work as me will not get me to lower my standards. In fact, I'm going to raise them now. So with that, you hear what both of them said? I think about my hip-hop womanist ethic, and how it helps me to realize that Megan was just declaring who she is forever going to be. Past tense, present tense, future tense. That's not a brag, actually. It's a creed. As a black woman speaking her own worth across time, like a vow that she made to herself and intends to keep. And sometimes the church calls that pride, but the thing that comes right before the fall, I think we need to hear it back. Sometimes that's just a conflated reality of like, no, I'm just telling the truth. And I think that part of the reason why we have bought into that is because of some wounded God stuff, right? I talk about injured God. It's like wounded God. Like, I don't think I'm allowed to say my own name out loud. I don't think I'm allowed to, tell the truth, because for years, black women were property in particular. And so now having my own microphone and being able to say, like, doing healing work in real time through these lyrics is like, what are you doing? That's not a crime. So then when Beyonce tells us, how to, like, Jay-Z said I brag different because my wife Beyonce. It's like, I'm not arguing with nobody. I'll just raise my price. And again, that may sound aggressive, but it's really a soft thing on, like, it's not arguing. I'm sovereign. I'm refusing to go back and forth. I'm refusing to drop down to somebody else's frequency just to prove what I already know. Honestly, that's really very Oshun coded. Drying up the water and leaving instead of begging to be understood. You don't have to lower yourself to get chosen. You raise the standard and you let the room rise to meet you, or you let it go. So putting those two bars together, and that's the entire sermon. Say your worth in past, present, and future tense, and never ever argue it down to fit somebody who has not even done a thing to deserve being in conversation with you. And then, I ain't arguing with y'all. I'm gonna just raise my price. So I'm not telling you to be humble. The world is already trying to humble you. Humble is a leash. But I think one of the most hip hop womanist things that exist is bragging on the God inside of you. It's being able to say like when I say I'm not arguing with these lazy bitches. Honestly, it's not even in reference to other women. It's really about the fact that I'm not actually about to argue with anything that is lower than me. I'm God-bodied. I really hate it when I say something right on the border of profound and I end with period, I, period, but here we are.